school principal obeys all of my commands. Well, he can't say no to me. After all, I know his secret. I clutched my test with a big C-.
Hey everyone, it's me Giovanni, and today I decided to do something a little different. So I try to make this video as authentic as possible, but apparently it just wouldn't cooperate. So I'm doing this now. I'm reacting to I Controlled the Principal from My Story Animated, also known as MSA. These are one of my favorite videos from this channel, even though it's now just meh. I mean, most of these animation story videos are almost all fake. Mine is Story Booth that has stories told by real people about their experiences.
I've never had detention here. I chuckled nervously. Oh, do you get detention regularly? With a smile, he nodded and said, do you want a kiss? I was shocked and I said, yeah, why not? We started kissing for a few minutes, and then
even though I've seen the comments, especially a long time ago, I still really like this video. I mean, the story of this girl, Penelope, controlling the principal after she discovered his dirty secret is absolutely just gold. It's kind of hilarious.
Angela said as she looked me up and down. That girl has been on my case since we were in middle school. I considered ignoring her the way I always did, but I remembered that I got the power I have now. From this day on, I wasn't the easy target I used to be. You know what, Angie Boo? I stood up and looked the mean girl straight in the eyes. Did no one tell you that your behavior is like an eternity out of style? I said, and then grabbed a handful of my french fries and threw them in her face. Food fight! Someone yelled, and the air was immediately filled with food getting thrown in every direction. I can't say I didn't enjoy it. Throwing every piece of food in my reach towards Angela and her gang was as fun as I imagined.
And I couldn't remember of a video idea that I wanted to make today, but what I do know is that there's still no new updates about My Odiaka being implemented into Yonder Simulator, except that May 1st is going to be Wednesday, and apparently Wednesday is also the same day as Chucky Season 3, Episode 8, the season finale. So this is going to be interesting for Wednesday. Now, what the?
Doing a horrible job. Everyone had trouble concentrating. Am I boring you? He yelled suddenly, addressing everyone in the room, but looking straight at my best friend Gia. No, sir, she said quietly. But he kept on yelling, displeased with our lack of attention. Can we get back to the lesson? Someone asked, tired of the teacher's irrelevant lectures. But that just made the teacher angrier. He was always like this. Mr. Buttface, with his bad explanations and even
Mr. Buttface.
See that Gia was almost crying. I knew I had to do something about it. When the girls went the other way to history class, I turned to the principal's office instead. Once I was there, I asked him to give us another math teacher. I could see that he wasn't too happy about being a 17-year-old puppet, but it's not like he had a choice considering what
And I had to
two seniors picking on a small freshman. The girl was distressed while the jokes were usually no one.
Ayano was supposedly born in 2005, and considering that she's supposed to be like, I don't know, 17, her story takes place in 2022, well, originally, and then it was changed to 2025 for some reason. I'm not sure why. I just think it's kind of annoying. But I realized that even
And that requires
with
just like them to be out. I can't kick them out, the principal protested.
because
Then how
like
about
the
expelled? I could
dates
see the defeat
and the
set in
weeks.
his shoulders. Expelled?
The
Yeah,
the
I'd like to
11th
guess.
is
They'll be
on
expelled.
Monday,
Another win for
10th
Mighty
on
Penny.
Sunday
Aaron and I kept texting
during
each other,
Mice
though we
Week
still haven't
in
had a chance to hang out. I
2022.
was so busy studying after
But
class.
it's also in
Now, that
2016.
horrible math teacher was
Meanwhile,
teaching his
regardless,
class. I didn't really stop the
Younger
problem.
Simulator
Just
would
made
have
it
taken
their
place
problem instead of mine.
2016
Even
or
to be fired.
2022.
Maybe then Aaron would have more time for me.
I'm okay with
That
either
required
of them.
another trip to the principal's office.
But
This time
2016,
it took way longer. He was set on keeping Mr. Buttface
I
in
would say
school,
the
but I
original
was more
school,
stubborn, and with a
the
clear
old
advantage
model.
on my case. I wasn't going to lay this to rest. I knew the power I had over him was serious, and no matter how
I'm
much he
still
wanted to,
excited
at
that
the end
Maya
of the day,
is
he
going
would
to
have
be
to do as I
implemented
said.
into Younger
Yes,
Simulator.
he
I'm
wanted
still
to end up
thinking
in
of
my body. After a while, he
um
gave in. With how devastated he looked, I thought he would either
I'm
stop
still
something
thinking
or
of
die.
the beginning of
Actually,
August
while
Week,
I'm
of
here,
how it
I
would
started
play out.
biting my lip.
I mean, I
Principal
already
Matthews
know
sighed
some
and
of
tapped
it,
his
but
glasses. Yes,
the
Penny.
very
He's
beginning
obviously
of the
not
week,
looking forward to my next request. Ask the teachers
it would
to
be
go
raining
to
the
Daniel,
entire
the
week
blind
until
genius.
Saturday.
He spends way too much time
And
studying.
in her
He deserves
week,
fun days
Amai
and
and
me.
Ludwig
A
have
few
a
days
picnic.
later, Aaron,
And I'm like,
now less
how
stressed
do
than
I
his teacher,
possibly
I was feeling drunk with power. Because of me, the students of this school won't have to deal with a
incorporate
terrible
that
teacher. And as a
into the
reward,
story
I'd get to date the guy
during
of my
those
dreams.
August
When
Week.
later that day, Gia said that she got us tickets to see her favorite band live, I felt like I was over the moon. That is, until our parents said they wouldn't let us go to a concert on a school night. Don't worry, I quickly said, looking at the three moms with the most innocent eyes. There are no classes the next day. I'll get Principal Matthews to call you and confirm, I said with a charming smile. Penny, what are you doing? Callie whisper-screamed once we were in her room. Don't worry, Cal, I've got this covered. And I, or rather Principal Matthews, didn't disappoint. We got to go to the concert and have a day off in the middle of the school week. With everything going so well, I didn't have time to feel bad for what I was doing. The next day back, we had a prom planning meeting. Everyone wanted a big, glorious prom, which wasn't possible.
I really like this. I really like Penelope. She's trying to be a hero to everyone else, minus the principal. But in a way, I don't blame her because she knows the secret, and and all of the teachers are rude. So I don't blame her. And she wants everything to be perfect, so yeah, I don't blame her. I do not blame Penelope for anything. And also, I was thinking about Ludwig's voice, and I saw this video about if all the Koopalings had voices, and
my friends had better grades. The mean girls and guys got bad grades in detention. I slowly made the school a better place, a fair place. The second librarian who was always
Hank,
mean to the students and
I
wouldn't
can't
let us
pronounce
have
his
in the library got
last
replaced
name,
with
but
a mean,
it
nicer
hasn't.
librarian.
His
The
last
guy
name
who
begins
played
with an
all
A,
lead roles in the school
and
plays and was always mean to everyone, not in the drama class, started getting bad grades and had to
people
leave
say
the
that his
drama
voice
class
is
himself
perfect.
with only a
And
bad
apparently
grade.
his voice is from Snake from The Simpsons, where it's a guy, Snake Jailbird, who literally commits crimes multiple times, and sometimes befriends Bart for some reason. I don't know. But when I kept on watching the video, I realized that Hank's voice for Ludwig would be perfect because it kind of re um it kind of mixes both Mike Vaughn's and David.
I won't fire her, I snapped. Don't fire her. Wait until your secret gets out, and then she'll get fired anyway when you will go to jail.
David, I can't remember his last name. I can't even say it, but all I know is that it would combine both the goofiness, but sort of sexiness to his voice.
Cut in half, and the principal invites one of the coolest bands in our town to play at our prom.
But I would still have, like, Ludwig be, like, a grown 18-year-old teenager. And meanwhile, Amai would be around 16 to 17 years old. Ludwig would be 18 to 19 years old. Ayano would be 17 to 18 years old, I think.
Gia is getting her well-deserved attention, and there is nothing you can do about it. Absurd, he said. No, won't let her get away. This is a school, not a circus. I said, you'll regret it. He seemed exasperated at my words, but walked away without giving him a chance to reply. I was working out a plan to remind him of his place on my way back from school. When I looked up, I saw Aaron kissing another girl.
Yeah, Penelope saying to the principal to not give her friend detention is just a little much. I mean, we don't know what she did. We don't know what Gia did to get detention.
I took my laptop, made an anonymous account, and
But
started
hey,
posting clues to the principal's secret in my school's web group. If he wanted
she
to act all tough, I was going to show him that I was tougher. Soon enough,
she's good at manipulating the principal. I will give her that.
my sense of power. He was willing to do anything to get me to erase those posts. He sounded like he was crying. A part of me realized that I should have felt bad for him, but instead, that made me feel so much better. Remember Aaron? I asked. I grinned and looked at my reflection in the mirror. I think he needs a change in schedule. Make it more like mine. No problem, he replied right away. I will do it. I will do anything. I pretended to hesitate for a while longer, just to enjoy the sound of our big, scary principal, or so I once thought, whining and begging. After the call, I deleted all the posts. I could use having the principal on my side for a while longer, but next week showed me I made the best possible decision. Aaron was now spending most of his school days with me, and we were close again. The principal was doing everything I wanted, and the other blackmailer wasn't half as bad as I expected. They made the principal put fast food in the cafeteria. I continued to use my power to punish the bad seeds. I felt victorious knowing that most bullies at the school either have detention or are indefinitely expelled. All those years I spent being bullied by queen bees and jocks didn't seem so bad now that karma would find its way to make things fair. And I can't lie, I loved feeling like the acting hands of fate.
Good for you, girl.
Left before prom, I got a new message from the other blackmailer. They were planning to take the principal down at prom, reveal his secret, and give him over to the police. And somehow, that person knew who our next principal would be, and how to make that person work for us as well. We spent hours chatting and discussing our plan. The prom went perfectly, and the thought of what would happen at the end made it even better for me. Though Aaron and I didn't go together, and quite frankly, I was a little bitter about that. We danced together for a while. I had a lot of fun with my friends, and the band was great. When the fun started to die down, the presentation the other blackmailer and I made the day prior was planned. I was looking at the principal, enjoying his devastation as he watched the school find out about his gambling problem. Now everyone knew that he gambled away the school's valuable art collection and a portion of the school's fund. By the end of the presentation, he was being handcuffed by the police that I called in advance. But the police also handcuffed
when I saw the comments on this video, people thought Penelope was crazy for manipulating the principal. But like I said, I don't blame her. And nobody knew about her manipulating the principal. Not even the police. So she got away with everything. So that was the entire video that you saw. I like this video regardless. I don't care about the comments. The comments are just not worth my time. And this video is great, but I will never watch my animated story again, because ever since with Jay from the Cub Scouts, not even gonna ask. Bye.